Welcome back, artists. Today we're going to talk about sketching, doodling, and scribbling. But first, let's listen to a little bit more of that intro music. Okay, enough of that. Sketching, doodling, and scribbling are exercises that the artist can use to work on their eye-hand coordination, to work out different techniques, either that they've learned through their own exploration or by observing other artists. These are all techniques that anybody can learn. Anybody can learn a technique. The difference is for those who put the practice in, or have the patience to put the practice, and have focus. Was that the ice cream truck? Focus. Okay, so let's go over some basics. I'm not sure how much more basic you can get than a pencil and a piece of paper, but in the art world, there actually is a little bit of difference. Psst, I'll tell you a secret. Spending a lot of money won't make you a better artist. You can get away with inexpensive pencils and photocopy paper. However, with some instances, such as pencils, which I'll do a little cutaway now, pencil as we know it is really just graphite. And in the case of artist pencils, they are graded by the softness of the graphite, with B and the numbers being the softest of the graphite, all the way up to H, which is the hardest graphite. Although I do have my artist pencils and I use them quite often with certain projects, when it comes to doodling and sketching, I typically use a Bic Click pen. And yes, I am name dropping, but I also, as a plus, get to hear that wonderful clicking sound. Let's talk about sketchbooks. Sketchbooks are a great way for artists to document their progress through their artistic career. It's also a great way to look back to see maybe how you've improved, or maybe to pick up on a project that you did some time ago and you want to add to it. There's many options that you can choose for sketchbooks, like this one, which is a book-bound sketchbook. You can even go with spiral bound, which does have the benefit that you can fold the paper back. But you don't have to get fancy with it. You can actually be very, very inexpensive. When I started out as an art student in Savannah, my sketchbook, mainly because I prefer loose pieces of paper, but my sketchbook was really nothing more than a folder that I just would stuff a bunch of papers in. They were always sticking out the sides, but I knew what it was. So again, you don't have to spend a lot of money, but it is a good way to keep your thoughts and drawings, notes, whatever you choose to put with it, in one place so that you can go back and look at it at a later point in time. Let's talk about observation. Being able to observe the world around you is one of the most important things an artist can do. An artist looks at the world around them, and then they reflect that view back in their own unique way. So it's no different than being able to look at an item, pick an item, any item, I don't know, maybe these pair of binoculars. The first thing you have to ask yourself is, what shape is it? Is it made up of multiple shapes? What color is it? What colors are in the item you're choosing? Is there a light source? And how that light source maybe is casting shadows. These are all questions that you can ask yourself about any item in the world. Then you can take and transform that into your own drawing in your own way. There's no right way. It's all about having fun. It's just about observing and reflecting. Okay, those are some of the basics that you need to know about when it comes to sketching, doodling, and scribbling. That's really the first step in becoming an artist, or just taking it up as a hobby. Now you know a little bit about sketchbooks and pencils, and in the next few episodes what we'll do is we'll go into some techniques that you can try, and I promise that you will impress yourself with how quickly you progress with your drawings. So until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.